Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this a brand new day. It is windy this morning, but not as much as it was last night. Holy smokes. I slept, at least for a while. Thumbs up for that. Off to bed late, but at least I did sleep. That's a good thing, and hopefully you slept as well. Yay for that. And so far, it has just been a day. Nothing special going on. Just existing, metabolizing, all good things. So, front-loading of videos. Hey, if you could toss me a like, that'd be very cool. If you could subscribe to the channel, that'd be awesome. If you could leave me a comment, that would be double plus good. And I would like to thank each and every one of my Patreon patrons. These are literally beautiful and literally awesome people who help to keep me and my aging pet metabolizing. It is appreciated to no end. Without your help, I would be hosed like a literal Christmas monkey. And nobody wants to be hosed like a Christmas monkey. If you'd like to help keep me and my aging pet metabolizing, I have links to my Patreon in the video description, along with a PayPal for possible donations, and an Amazon wish link with things like pet food on it. And if you do see a post office box on previous videos, that is going away at the end of the month or whenever I go in to finally turn in my key. Thumbs up for that. Still, front loading a video is over. Yay. Thumbs up. It is a day. Not a lot happened yesterday. I woke up, did my vlogging, and then watched some videos and such for the time. Fell asleep for way too long because of my insomnia. When I woke up, I did Minecraft recording, editing, and then started the rendering. Went down, took a shower. That takes 2 hours, so made it back up here just in time to relax and then get ready to go walkies. Went walkies, came back, relaxed until it was time to go to bed. So even though I didn't do much, it was a busy day yesterday. So thumbs up for that. And I didn't get a chance to change my board. I wasn't thinking about it until, oops, got things started. So, oh well, John Feldman is I guess there were leftovers. Thumbs up for that. I didn't do a whole lot of creative thinking even while walking, because yesterday the weather turned really nasty and awful, and it was just, well, of course, dark, because I go out after 7 o'clock at night, and it was really super windy to the point that, I mean, I was amazed that nobody's power went out. In fact, when I got back, the power flickered a little. And it was rainy. Not a lot, just a mist, but it was wet, and it was cold. And I loved it. It was absolutely awesome. I had a big old grin on my face with this wind, and it was cold and damp. Finally, I started using my umbrella. I brought it with me just in case there was big stuff, because it was one of those mist type situations where, especially with the wind, where if you don't use an umbrella, you are eventually going to get very wet, because within 5 minutes you can run your hand across your hair and your hand will be wet. So the mist will accumulate and you will get soaked. So you can either use an umbrella, which feels weird because you might occasionally hear drops hit the umbrella, but usually no, you don't. But it's just, it slowly gets wet and you stay dry, but it feels like you're doing nothing, but without it you do eventually get soaked. So I was using the umbrella with the wind. Even without the wind, there was one point I was walking and it hit so hard I got pushed 5 feet to my left, fighting to stay on a straight line. I was still going over like that while going forward. It was a heavy wind, and so using my umbrella while I was walking was even harder. I had to grip the umbrella up near the base, up where the metal part that holds all the struts as you open it up, and then down near the actual handle, because otherwise it was just going to get ripped out of my hand and destroyed. Sometimes the wind was so hard with the umbrella, I was walking on the sidewalk. Luckily to my side were parking lots, and it would hit so hard I would get shoved into the parking lot, struggling hard not to get pushed into the parking lot. And so it was a fun walk. I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was awesome. It was cold, and it was windy, and it was miserable, and it was great. I love walking in weather like that. It felt like autumn. It had an autumn feel to the atmosphere. Thumbs up on that. Which leads into this thing. I think about things that happen to me and go on with me a lot because they happen to me. I wheeze. I wheeze a lot now when I breathe. It's a lot of it, most likely, due to the cannabis use for pain. I'm inhaling smoke, like it or not. Your lungs don't like that. It does do damage. But I think there's more to it, because I will be doing pretty much okay with my sleep apnea mask on. And then as if I'm not very active, I am clear breath. Roll over, I'll be fine, and everything is good. If I really do something heavy, I may wheeze a bit, but I'm good. When I take my mask off, I'm usually okay-ish, though I will start to clog up. But when I go downstairs, because my housemates have guinea pigs, I really start to clog up in my sinuses. And when I come in here with my own aging pet, again, I start to wheeze like an accordion the minute I come in here. I'm beginning to feel that I might have an issue with like animal dander and such. Because going down where the guinea pigs are, and immediately that starts me a wheezing. And then I can just start a wheezing horribly in here just by coming in to, and greeting and feeding my aging pet. So, yay on that. Thumbs up. And past that, I can't even remember what I was thinking about on a creative front. Mostly because it was trying to walk without being destroyed while it was windy. But otherwise, it was just a night. So, joy on that. Yeah, so past that, taking a look at my my list here, the only real thing that I've got that I want to talk about is just a little bit on the creative stuff, where I'd mentioned that there's a character, Tommy, and another person, Lenny the Meat Man. Now, the reason I'm coming up with this and just the names, I've been trying to think of, again, what it's like to be a human being living in the cryptid setting with the urban cryptids, because urban cryptids are the ones that are being badly whipsawed and changing everything, and they don't know what's happening, and it's violent and dangerous around cryptids that are urban in city areas, because the cryptids out in the rural areas, they don't look down on their sibling urban cryptids, but they don't look upon them very kindly for the fact that they eat human beings. The rural cryptids don't like that at all. They don't think of human beings really as equal to them, but they don't ever think of them with contempt or want to eat them because they grow up with them. Killing them and eating them is bad and wrong. They will still eat Uncle Bonbons and other corporate products that are made out of human beings because they didn't kill the person, and whether or not they eat the product is not going to bring that person back to life. So yeah, they'll indulge in eating human flesh, just not by eating actual killing and then eating people. And the feral cryptids, they're dying out. They know that there are only going to be a few generations left in most of their cases, just because of everything that's happening in our world. They understand it. They're more in touch with things. They're still resentful. Nobody likes dying out, but they're more in touch with the natural cycle of things, with everything has a beginning, a middle, and an end, and the feral cryptids are reaching the twilight of their end cycle. They understand it. You can still be resentful, but they understand it. So they're pulling away and vanishing, and rural cryptids are changing with the changing rural face of the world, and urban cryptids are being whipsawed violently due to changes in human beings with the advent of global technology and communications. So everything is in flux. Taking a continued look. And so, as the Uncle Bonbon stuff and such begins to flourish and grow, with stands coming up in places like Cranning Square in Brookerton, South Carolina, along the fictional Samadan River, where you have people like Tommy, who is just a younger human guy. He's like 22, early 20s, maybe even just turned 20 or something, but a young kid. He works in the Uncle Bonbon's Third Eye stand in Cranning Square, just absolutely surrounded by human products. I mean, everything on the shelves that's packaged is made of broken down people. And he also was trained how to make the deli sandwiches. With the deli sandwiches, all of the meat products are, deli sliced human meat. And they make burgers, and the ground meat that they make the burger patties out of are ground human flesh. So he is just in the middle of an entire thing dedicated to the consumption of human beings. And how does he feel about that? He doesn't mind. Why should he? I mean, what's wrong with it? Why would anyone be disturbed by this? I mean, it's just food products. And when the morning time comes, the previous day, because of the deli stuff, there's orders and such, the deli meat man comes in early and delivers so that he can start making breakfast sandwiches. But it isn't until later on, when Lenny the meat man shows up to replenish the ground meat bins. He likes Lenny the meat man. And Lenny, Lenny's a nice guy. And he's always complimenting Tommy, saying that, hey, if you ever want to volunteer at the Uncle Bonbons, you should. You look good, you smell good, you'd make a good addition to our line. And speaking of, here's our ground meat for the day. And for products where they're not going to have that type of meat available for the next few days or ever again, in the cases of like John Feldman, to try and keep things fresh. If after a day or two you have left over, when Lenny the meat man comes in, he just takes those plastic buckets with what's left and he just shovels it all down. He likes that part of the job. But he's just a person that delivers the meat, and Tommy likes Lenny the meat man, and Lenny the meat man is just always ready to have Tommy go in and get busted down for parts. So it would be different to work into a stand like that, I think. But past that, and there's not really much else I have. So hopefully on another day I will be able to talk more about things. I hopefully will be staying awake more today. I don't have to take a shower. I don't have to do anything scary today. And in fact, as has been proven to me, that I'm doing the right thing mostly. Yeah, science shows us that when you take a shower, you should only be taking 1, maybe 2 showers a week. And in fact, scientists and science is telling us now that, if when you do soap up, you really should use only soap on the actually smelly parts of your body, here, down below in the nether regions. Past that, you shouldn't really even be using soap. It's all drying and damaging to your skin. So thumbs up for that. Still though, I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank how many people have left me comments in the past 24 hours. There's never many anymore. Wow, that is a lot of alliteration. I think. I can't even remember what alliteration means anymore. But if I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. And we have Jesse Koskinen, thumbs up, thank you. And I understand the desire for cold, warmer weather, but hokey smokes, I do so much better myself in cooler. But here's hoping things get better for you. And then we have Flora Mew, thumbs up, thank you very, very much. There is Chris, greatly appreciated, good to see you. There is Triot, Triat, thumbs up, thank you. Ukami7385, greatly appreciated, thumbs up and thank you. Jay, greatly appreciated and good to see you. Barely a Bear, thumbs up, thank you, and hopefully you continue to enjoy all of my Minecraft videos. It is a cool thing. There is Shinra. I just mostly built it that way because I thought it was cool. I don't know the best way to get them down there, but it's cool. Then there's Eric R, thumbs up and thank you. I'm not going to pronounce this one properly, so UZMINEALAM, thumbs up and thank you. 77 Arcturus, greatly appreciated. And I love Two Worlds and third person views there. It depends on the game. So, and then there is Matt. And that is it. 12 people who left me comments. Oh, itchy upper lip. Left me comments in the past 24 hours. You got me out of my head, into the world, and dealing with real people. Thumbs up and thank you. Yay. Well, son of a gun. I'm going to try and do today what I can do. If I can do what I can do, then that's awesome. And if I can't, then, well, survival is important. You got to do what you got to do. Hopefully you can do what you have to do. And if you can't, well, don't beat yourself up. It ain't going to help. And of course, with all the diseases in the world and how things are endemic now and they shouldn't have been, please just take appropriate precautions for your situation. And if people are getting hurt where you are, take appropriate precautions. But if you are out walking and you hear the mournful howl of that bus horn, the bus with your name on it, there really aren't any precautions you can take. It doesn't matter where you are, whether you're high up in a skyscraper or down below in labyrinthine tunnels. If you hear that bus horn, somebody, probably you, gonna get smeared on impact when that bus hits. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very good thing.